For over 2 centuries, the steadfast beam of Seguin Island Lighthouse has sliced through the darkest nights, guiding mariners away from treacherous shoals. Perched atop a wild, isolated island, accessible only by boat, it stands as a testament to human resilience against the unforgiving power of the ocean. But within its sturdy stone walls, a different kind of darkness took root, a darkness born not of the sea, but of the human heart. And the tale we're about to tell, while steeped in chilling details, has its roots in the whispers of those who knew the island best. Imagine the solitude, the relentless crash of waves your constant companion, the cries of gulls, the only other voices you might hear, for weeks, even months on end. This was the life of the lighthouse keepers and their families. A life of dedication, of unwavering responsibility, but also one ripe for the seeds of isolation to sprout into something unsettling. The story you're about to hear, passed down through generations of keepers, Coast Guard personnel, and locals, speaks to the unique atmosphere of this lonely place. Our tale centers around the early 19th century, a time when life on Seguin was particularly harsh. The keeper, a stern and weathered man named Captain Samuel, lived there with his wife and their young daughter. The days were a monotonous cycle of tending the lamp, battling the elements, and the quiet, heavy silence that only true isolation can bring. The psychological weight of this isolation, many believe, is what fueled the legend that was to come. To break the oppressive silence, Captain Samuel decided to bring a piano to the island. A grand, elegant instrument, a stark contrast to the rugged surroundings. He envisioned evenings filled with music, a source of solace and joy for his family in their lonely outpost. And for a time it was so. The melodies drifted out into the night, a fragile human song against the powerful symphony of the sea. His wife, a woman with a gentle touch, would play for hours, filling the stone tower with warmth and life. But the isolation, like a creeping vine, began to twist even this simple pleasure. The same tunes played day after day, night after night, started to grate on Captain Samuel's nerves. The beauty faded, replaced by a maddening repetition that echoed the endless cycle of their lives. Some versions of the legend even specify that the piano only played one tune, adding to the unsettling nature of the tale. One particular melody, a simple, haunting air, became the focus of his growing torment. It was his wife's favorite, a lullaby she often played for their daughter. But to Captain Samuel, it became a relentless, inescapable drone, a constant reminder of their confinement. It's important to note that while this story is powerful, official records don't confirm the specific details of what followed. The legend, it seems, has grown from the seeds of shared experience and the inherent mystery of the island. The legend whispers that the incessant playing drove Captain Samuel to the brink. The once loving husband and father descended into a dark abyss of frustration and rage. The music, meant to soothe, instead became the instrument of his madness. One fateful night, the music stopped. Not gradually, not with a final fading chord, but abruptly, violently. The silence that followed was not the peaceful quiet of the island, but a heavy, suffocating void. What truly happened that night remains shrouded in the island's misty secrets. Some say that in a fit of uncontrollable rage, Captain Samuel destroyed the piano, silencing the maddening tune forever. Others whisper a far more sinister tale. They say that his madness turned towards his wife, the source of the incessant melody. The truth, lost to time, only adds to the legend's chilling power. The official records offer only a stark, unsatisfying silence on the matter. But the legend persists, carried on the wind and etched into the very stones of Seguin Island. It speaks of a lingering presence, a sorrowful energy that never truly left. This legend is often intertwined with more general claims of paranormal activity at the lighthouse, further blurring the line between fact and folklore. Sailors and subsequent lighthouse keepers have reported strange occurrences over the years. The faint, melancholic sound of a piano drifting on the wind, even when no instrument is present. Unexplained chills in the air, a feeling of being watched by unseen eyes. Doors creaking open on their own, objects moving inexplicably. William O. Thompson, a Maine writer, even recounted stories from Coast Guard keepers about a young girl's specter and the tale of a keeper driven mad by piano music, showing how deeply ingrained this narrative was in the island's history. Some believe it is the wife, forever bound to the island, still yearning to play her music, her sorrow echoing through the empty rooms. Others claim it is the tormented spirit of Captain Samuel, forever haunted by his actions. The silence a constant, agonizing reminder of what he destroyed. The most chilling accounts speak of a cold spot in the tower, near where the piano once stood. A place where the air grows heavy and the faint scent of old wood and something else lingers. Some who have stood there claim to have heard a whisper, a barely audible sigh of despair. Seguin Island Lighthouse continues its vigil, a vital beacon in the darkness. But beneath its practical purpose lies a layer of unease, a haunting melody of isolation, madness, and loss. The legend of the piano, born from the experiences and whispers of those who lived and worked there, serves as a stark reminder that even in the most remote and seemingly steadfast places, the human heart can harbor shadows more profound than any storm. If you want to hear more spooky and mysterious tales, click the subscribe button and give us a like. If you've heard an urban legend tale and want us to explore its hidden depths, leave us a comment below.